Hey Moon, I came to a realization.
Oh wow, I hope it's not like the one from last week when you realized that we're just floating through the universe and not actually flying like Pluto told you.
Hey, don't laugh at me. Pluto tells me only true facts.
There is a reason for why he's not considered a planet anymore.
I just wonder if the humans that we're watching every night envy us for floating through space.
I think so. They once visited me.
What? How?
With some enormous flying machines.
How did they do that?
It all started with the aviation pioneers. One of them, with a huge contribution to world aviation, was Traian Vuia.
Oh, I think I've heard of him from Pluto.
But what about you, the one who listens to our conversation? Have you heard of Traian Vuia? If not, let us tell you his story. In 1902, after quitting his job as a lawyer, in favor for his mechanic passion, a young and naive man arrives in Paris to fulfill his dream.
As any main character for an American teen drama would do, his heart was full of hope being the star of his very own life.
But unlike a Disney Channel character, his dream was not to be a lead singer in a band or a well-known actor. His dream was to fly.
What a lame dream to have.
Not you trying to interrupt my story. Just read the script and don't disturb me. You might change your mind.
You have all my attention.
In the same year, he finished the project for his flying machine. Then, a year later, he presents a memorial at the French Science Academy. The French critics were not impressed and Vuia got yelled at in a very polite way.
Are you crazy? Not a single sane person would ever believe that an aircraft heavier than the air could ever fly.
Whoa, that's a bit mean.
But the harsh critic didn't demoralize him, only motivated him even more.
Yes, I stand Vuia.
Vuia moved on and obtained a brevet of intellectual property.
What's that?
A document by which he's recognized to have the right to exploit his invention.
A flying bicycle.
Yes, that's right.
A bicycle with a big wing on top that ended up proving to be a machine with 4 wheels instead of 2 that he called Vuia 1.
After he sketched the craft engine and found an engine producer, he got scammed, and the producer stole Vuia's money, running away faster than my soul is leaving my body when I see spiders.
Not the nicest thing to do, but once again Vuia showed his true Leo self and got even more determined to finish the project, right?
Yes, he really wanted to see Vuia 1 fly. After saving money again, he met Serpolet, another car producer, who adjusted Vuia's 1 sketch, removing the walls that didn't contribute to resistance and setting tin aluminum caps, getting rid of a third of Vuia's 1 total weight.
Oh, sounds fancy and smart, but what for?
The lighter it was, the biggest the chances for it to fly. Vuia 1 was the first aircraft that had a landing gear, a device that supports the craft when it's not flying.
Oh, and the running gear is a device that transmits power from the engine to the wheels, therefore sets the vehicle in motion.
On March 18th, in Montesson, the commune of aviation experts, the center of aviation, and the place where hot air balloons were made,
only intelligent people like Vuia.
Vuia 1 succeeded to take flight and to glide at a height of 60 centimeters from the ground, flying 12 meters. The following days he performed other flights in columns, where he flew greater distances. However, the flight was controversial. The success of the flight was disputed, because the experts from the French aero group were not present at the time of the takeoff.
So, the critics choked on their French wine hearing the news of Vuia's flight, and after they become Vuia haters?
I do not disapprove of you.
No, imagine how he felt. Poor Vuia.
But, as a coincidence from God, Alexandru Danienopol, a French lawyer who happened to have Romanian origins, heard about the scandal Vuia was in.
Don't worry, I got you, bestie.
He fought, bringing indisputable evidence to the French Academy that Vuia was indeed the first human to fly with an aircraft heavier than air, which took off on its own.
Yay! Vuia 1 and French critics 0.
But the story doesn't end here. 3 years before Vuia's flight in the land of fast food and freedom, the Wright brothers' flying machine succeeded its flight, and immediately after they requested a patent of invention, the American version of a brevet of intellectual property.
Okay, and what do I do with this information?
Here is the switch. With this paper, they say that every aviation idea belongs to them. Soon after, they opened a process in Paris, where they sued a lot of aviation inventors from all over Europe, among which was Vuia, claiming that their ideas were stolen.
Some people really find something and claim it as their own, thinking that the world revolves around them. But the friends, as any big brother said,
I'm the only one who can bully them.
And won the process.
By showing the memorial that Vuia submitted before Wright brothers' flight, proving that the idea of the first aircraft with its own engine and propulsion do not belong to them but to Vuia. Nowadays, we can all agree that because of intelligence, determination and hard work, Vuia was 60 centimeters above the average person.
They said that his head was in the clouds, so he really showed them what he really was on about. Like the old saying, when they say you can fly, make some critics cry.